this is an emergency broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Colum Tyrrell back in New York City. The Prince of Manhattan.
Welcome home, King.
The Prince of Greenwich Village.
King.
Astoria's Knight. I keep coming up with nicknames for myself. The Knight of Astoria.
Nice, I like that.
Sir Camelot.
Sir Camelot.
Cut it out. Cut that out. Get rid of that riff. No riffing.
Camelot.
No riffing. Sir eats Camelot.
Yeah.
No, shut up. Cut that out.
Heights of the
Cut
round
it out.
butthole.
This episode should be out on Tuesday for everyone, as per usual. And you usually get this episode early if you're part of the patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. You get the episode early, uncut, ad-free.
Uncirced.
Well, exactly. Natural. So when I say things like that will have just been bleeped out for the freebie freeloaders.
Mm-hmm.
But the people on Patreon, they got the adult version. Because YouTube don't respect you, folks. They don't think that you're mature enough to listen to cuss words.
Yeah.
They think there's bad words, and you're too dumb. You're too docile.
Docile?
You're too docile.
Nice.
Not what'd you say? Docile?
Docile.
Docile. Well, it is a docile. It's like when you and your buddies get together with your penises and you docile.
All right, it's there.
That's exactly what it is. It's docile. That's how you pronounce it in Europe.
Okay.
Also sick of you pronouncing.
You guys say aluminium, and it pisses me off.
Aluminium.
Aluminium's
What do you call it?
Aluminum.
Aluminum?
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah.
Got it. That's what we had the revolution.
Is that a U in color? Get out of here! Oh yeah. What about you guys with your pedophile islands? It's pedophiles.
Your whole England is a pedophile island.
Of course.
Prince Andrew.
The whole
UK.
Pedophilia was created in Europe. So you gotta allow us to pronounce it correctly.
All right,
this is a fair thing.
Yeah, that's your word.
You've bastardized the language.
Cultural appropriation.
And it's also because you can call someone a pedo, which is fun. Calling someone a pedo is horrible.
It's not as nice.
It's disgusting. A pedo?
Right.
Nasty. Pedo.
No ring. Pedo sounds...
He's all right.
It's cute.
He's a bit of a pedo.
It's cute.
He's a little bit of a pedo.
Yeah.
But if it's pediatrician, why is a pedophile? Is it...
Pedophile. Pedophile is what it should be.
Pedophile, yeah.
Pedophile.
Pedo.
Yeah.
Peter File.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Peter File. And then they go, oh, that's an old joke. That was from something. I don't know what that's from. Anyway, I was in Austin, the capital of comedy in America. The comedy capital.
How were the vibes?
They were all right. I was trying to get a podcast done down there. Couldn't figure it out. Too big time down there for me.
You're too big time, or they're too big time?
They're too big. Well, I only messaged one guy and he never got back to me. So then I was like, that's enough. So what are you gonna fight for it?
Had enough rejection for one day.
But I was down there, right? Did a bunch of shows all around Austin. Gonna check out this new scene. Let's see what's going on down there. Went down to the Creek in the Cave. Mm-hmm. Went to Red Band from Kill Tony producer. Mm-hmm. The guy, Joe Rogan's ex.
The ex-producer.
The ex-Tony or whatever.
Yeah.
What's Jamie? The former
Jamie.
Yeah, he used to work as Jamie's role. Like, that was his official title was Jamie.
I wonder if there's some beef there. Like they see each other on 6th Street and they're like...
You call that Googling? I'll Google it. You can't look
I'll
up.
Google off?
Oh, you can't Google shit. I think Jamie buries him, dude. I think Jamie buries him.
Are there trans elk hunters?
Yes.
Go.
Can the semen of a buffalo cure depression?
Yeah, how to boost testosterone.
Yeah.
With bull semen.
Will chewing on a rubber ball, make my jaw more masculine and therefore help me sell more tickets?
Yes.
So I was down there, did a couple of shows. The Mothership is cool. Easy crowd. So here's what happened, right? So I went up, right? You know.
We know you.
You know how it is. I went up. First things first. I crowd's great. This is a big club. This is the biggest club in America, right?
Yeah, this is a big time.
I don't let it overcome me.
Nerves of steel.
No such thing as pressure.
Yeah.
I diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I eat pressure.
Yes.
And I little tiny,
Yeah.
little pebbly
Like
diamonds.
Kobe and crunch time.
Tiny little pebbly diamonds.
Yeah.
That can't really be sold for anything, but it's still facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
So I show up, first thing I do, I make a joke off the top. I say, it's pretty hot here, huh? And they love that. They go nuts.
Oh, you made a weather joke?
Oh, are you kidding me?
How's the weather outside? Dry heat.
These jokes will be good depending on whether or not you like them. And then I dabbed a little bit, and the crowd were like, hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah.
And then I do a new joke. Then I'm doing this new joke, that crushes everywhere. I'm like, should we let women vote anymore? It's crushing, killing. And I'm like, you know what? But it's not about laughs. It's not about laughs. Comedy, stand-up comedy is not about laughs. It's about challenging their beliefs and stuff.
Right.
Like that. And they're all laugh. They're crushing. They can't. They're like,
they can't even take it.
they're kicking each other. They're like, no more. There's tears. And I'm like,
They've never
stop.
seen New York comedy.
They were holy ghosting these guys down there. They were holy ghosting this on me, and they're all like, they couldn't believe their luck.
Some black church.
I'm crushing.
Yeah.
Crushing. Showing the main room, they have to stop and go.
Holy hell.
Whitney Cummings was in the main room, all pregnant and shit, all bloated,
Yeah.
looking like a pig, looking terrible. Jesus. Anyway, so just the noise of my
Fat pregnant bitch in the other room.
She
couldn't take it.
What an oinker.
Anyways.
She I thought she was about to have a miscarriage. Dude,
Yeah,
the noise coming in.
Oh, true. The vibrations.
The laughs were so nothing she'd ever experienced before. That baby's gonna come out rocked.
Yeah, CTE.
That baby's got rocked. Yeah,
Right.
that's a little Brendan Schaub coming out there.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I just shoved up. Yeah, that baby's coming
It's
out.
gonna have more brain damage than already.
Just a big puffy
Then it's
face.
genetics.
Looks like he has work done already. Yeah, that's what I was killing. But obviously, it's not about the laugh. So I tone it down a second. And I said, and I had this new bit, right? And it's about how tomato is a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this.
Don't know that.
So a tomato is a fruit.
Tomato. Again, another word.
What do you want me to say? Tomato?
Tomato.
No. I'm saying tomato.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking...
Because tomato.
Yes.
Is that where
David.
it comes from?
You
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I go up and I go, look, the tomato is a fruit, right? But for some reason, tomato has decided to implement the world of vegetables. It's gone in there. It acts like it's a vegetable. It thinks it's a vegetable. We let it associate with the vegetable. At the end of the day, it's a fruit.
Yeah.
And then I said, so then why are we letting men identify as women? And the crowd is like, they're in shock. They're like
Mind blown.
They're trying. Look, they want to laugh. Obviously, they want to laugh. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But they're like, just like what they heard is actually, it's like
Mind boggling.
It's more than they can. They're like,
right.
and then, but there's silence, right? But like most people would think that's bombing, but it's not. It's their like they're trying to register
Process
what they just witnessed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right there, you just got Collie.
A tomato, a trans tomato metaphor. It's
yes. Don't even
Never
get
been
me
done.
started. And then I've got some more tags. I'm not going to go into it, but then it's like I talk about me identifying as a fish,
yeah.
and I have a thing about imagine I identify as a fish, and everyone's like, you can't do that. I was like, well, that's the type of lunacy we're dealing with in America right now. So look, so it's quiet, right? And I let it just bake in there, let it bake, and then I just hear like down the back, I just hear one sort of.
Right.
And then it kind of trickles around. And then I said, that's it from me. Thank you. Colum Tyrrell. At Colum Tyrrell on all social media accounts. Thank you. And then...
you mic dropped?
I brought up the next guy.
Oh.
Brought up the next guy. I got him back up.
Should have mic dropped.
I go, next guy. I did mic drop. I did mic drop. This is the problem is I mic dropped, but you got to bring up the next guy.
Oh, so then you had to go and pick it up?
I had to come back.
A little anticlimactic.
Sorry. This next guy is his name is Miles Johnson.
Yeah.
And obviously I walk off stage. Guess who was clapping? The Joe Rogan.
The goat?
The Joe Rogan.
Are you for real?
Little guy. big, huge head, and he's just
Big hands, loud claps.
and he went. He goes, I don't say this often, but that was the greatest comedy I've ever seen.
Holy shit!
So that was it. New York came down, dominated. He said, "Move here." He said, "Move here. I know talent, and you belong down here. Come down to the mothership." And I said, "Nah."
I heard he's looking for an.
I said, "Nah, Mr. Rogan. All due respect, my heart is at the stand in New York City. Sorry, toots." And then he went, "All right." And I said, "But put it here." And he went, "Yeah." And I went,
"Oh, you fucking
razzed him."
You know, you give him a little noogie because he's short.
Ruffle where his hair should be.
You grab him by the back of the neck. Okay.
Look, and the kind words. You know, Joe's like one of my top 200 comics, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's nice of him. Yeah, well, that was it. Yeah, just dominated.
Dude,
went down, dominated.
Unreal.
Laid down the hammer.
How did you interact with the other Austin comics at the club? Did they kind of?
I said, "Don't eyeball me, boy."
I was gonna say they didn't
Don't
look in the
eyeball me,
eyes.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gave him a real stern.
The Cosby. You
Don't
Cosby.
eyeball me, boy. Where you from, Austin? Only two things from Austin: stairs and quiz. You ain't got no horns, boy. You ain't got no horns down here, boy. Don't eyeball me, boy.
Nice. I'm sure they love that.
Yeah. And then I gotta catch these Dukes of Hazzard. What was his name for Dukes of Hazzard?
I don't know their names.
Old Doc. No, the guy.
Willie Nelson. I don't know.
Willie fucking
He was
Nelson.
in the second one, right?
What?
The remake.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking
The-
Ben Stiller remake? Jesus Christ. We're talking about the classic
The old
Dukes of Hazzard. Where it was the two boys.
Yeah.
And they had their
Duke boys.
They had their car, whatever type of car that was. I have no idea.
Fucking Confederate
It was Confederate
Kramer. Yeah.
bro car. The pretty
Sick
sick
car.
car.
Honestly, now that I think about it.
Now that the dust is settled, pretty sick ass fucking life. And they would slide across the bonnet of the car.
Yeah.
They'd slide across the hood of the
Yeah,
car.
and the moonshine would be in the back rattling.
There was never any moonshine in the back there. What do you?
Yeah, they were moonshiners.
No, were they?
Yeah, they're bootleggers.
I thought they were just vigilantes.
racist.
No, they were vigilantes, and then they had their sister.
No.
The Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke. She used to wear those little jean shorts.
They were plowing that.
They were fucking the shit out
They
of
were
their sister.
must have been. How,
Are
was
you
that not an
kidding?
episode?
There's no way.
I think there's an episode.
No way they weren't cracking their sister open.
Yeah. That should have been
They were
the
the good old
finale.
boys. The Dukes are the good old boys. And their sister was the hottest girl in town. So you gotta
What do you want?
bend her over the fucking hood of the fucking Confederate.
There's just one episode where they just have an incestual relationship with their sister. And next
Yeah.
episode, right back to bootlegging.
I think his name was Doc Hogg. Was the guy?
okay.
He was like the local
Big timer.
sheriff or something.
Yeah, he had
Doc
the horns
Hogg.
on his car.
Yeah, maybe. I think his name was Doc Hogg, I believe, and he used to dress like Colonel Sanders.
You're right.
I'm like, you these boys, we gotta do about boys.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, the car driving it. They'd always just be jumping shit.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
The
that
most
was-
insane suspension on that car.
Yeah, they were just two good-looking, long-haired dudes who drove fucking like Gran Torinos
Yeah.
with a Confederate flag
Yeah.
on the front and a.
That's basically this podcast.
So funny if they had some sort of German Nazi version, just driving
Giant
around.
swastika on the hood.
Yeah, she was hot as hell. They had Daisy Dukes.
Oh, yeah.
I think they made the remix, and then wasn't it
Jessica
Simpson?
Simpson.
Jessica Simpson.
God damn, that was her prime.
No, that was probably after it, right?
I don't know, man. I think that might have been her prime. No ass. That was before
She was assless.
she was assless. That was before ass came into fashion.
Yeah, you sound like a Jessica Simp, son.
Okay.
Watch out, Joe Rogan. I'm coming back down for my tomato. Tomato is a fruit bit.
So,
Honestly,
so
Whitney lost the baby.
all right, chill, dude. Chill.
I killed so hard.
Chill.
She fucking.
Someone clip this and send it to her. I'm sticking up for you, Whitney. That's wrong to say.
No, I'm saying I killed so hard that I caused it. I literally killed.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Literally killed.
So you went over. What's the club like? Like, give me like you walk in. Like, what's the
It's
vibe?
just an empty vacuumless dump of a place. It's like all comedy clubs. It's crazy.
It's nice to hear this because
What? No, it's just a comedy club. It's like, I guess people like to romanticize these brick buildings, but it's kind of just like, wow, we're all adults, aren't we? We're not really. It's like you go back to the place you grew up where your uncle abused you,
right?
And then you throw stones at it and say "fuck you," right? That's like when a building means something to you. But realistically, if any of these buildings got knocked down, you go, all right,
it's fine.
I couldn't care less. Yeah.
I'd love to see you on Rogan and being like, Joe, amazing club,
Joseph.
amazing.
When I mean a good club, that's a good club.
That's a club.
There's not a comedian in the world who doesn't think that's the best club in the world.
You did everything right, Joe.
Joe, I love it. I love the way they don't really treat younger comedians great at the door. I love that. I love the way they kind of mistreat people and ask them for 4 forms of ID before they can get in. I've loved that, Joe.
Bro, I was getting the funniest text from you the entire time you were down there. Just you having a psychotic break every hour. I fucking hate this town.
Nah, you know what it is it's just I didn't have a squad down there in Austin. I didn't have the boys.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in New York, you got the boys, you're slurping it up, you're having a good time. Down there, you're sitting there talking to people. Next thing you know, I was like, shut the fuck. Someone started saying something. Some comedian said something to me, and I was literally like, what are you talking about? Shut up.
Yeah.
And then she kept bringing it up. And then I was like, she thought it was like this, whatever. And I go, literally, you're so stupid. I can't even have a conversation with you. And then she said it again. I literally went, and I just walked out. I literally left the club. I was at the mothership, and then she said something to me so stupid that I just walked out. And I just went, I saw some people. I went, see you later, guys. And went over to the creek and just sat on my own at the creek. It's the problem. You got to another scene. You don't know who to avoid.
Yeah.
So you go in opening everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the scene down there? What's your overall takeaway?
It's just a young scene. It's fine. Mothership is a great club.
Yeah.
I just don't know how. I don't know. It's just not New York, man.
Nothing.
It's not New York. If you were a big boy and you're at a situation where you're making multi-millions a year and those tax breaks were beneficial to you, and you're also at a point of your career where you were like, I don't need to be fucking. I'm so busy doing other stuff that getting up a couple of times a week is good enough for me.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Head down there, have fun.
Yeah.
But if you're like younger, hungrier guys, it's crazy to go down there.
Right. This is not enough.
It's just not enough right there.
There's a ceiling.
That's not enough. You know.
Right.
You go on a Tuesday. How many packed shows are on a Tuesday? Very few.
Down there. Yeah.
Like especially outside the mothership. But you go in New York, you got it everywhere.
I know.
Every club is like busy on a fucking Tuesday night, really.
Yeah.
Even the bar shows here are fucking. Even my bar show on a Tuesday night's better than.
Some would say the mothership. Some might say that.
Now you're baiting me. Now you're baiting me. I won't say.
Stop
it.
being so humble.
I'm not gonna say
One
that.
thing about you is you're too humble. One thing everyone says about you.
It's one of my many qualities. Yeah. one of my top 10 qualities.
Everyone goes, the mothership's fine. The way Collie runs downtown social, now that's how it should be run. Joe could learn a thing or two.
Look, it's a good city. I actually like it. I'm sick of barbecue. And it might be nice to be out in the suburb. I don't know. Like all these places too, you never know what moving anywhere is like until you actually get there. Like having a little weekend here, a weekend there, that's crazy. Where people were like, "Oh, I love this place."
Yeah.
You know? I did that with New York, sure, but I was right.
Yeah.
But New York's great, man. And you got to force yourself to enjoy this city while you can, because it's a dump and it's expensive, and everyone is it's like a loveless city.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty city in the summer, but it's a loveless. There's like
hellscape.
Yes. Even at the nicest places, go sit outside and Tribeca, get yourself some fucking pancakes for brunch, sit down, watch De Niro and some other celebrities walk by, and everyone's sitting around all pretty with their Louis Vuittons. They don't care if you die. No one cares if you die. This is just a picturesque moment of wealth. And it's like, but you're dead. You could be dead to us.
Yeah.
Get out of here. But it was nice yesterday. Obviously on the road for last week. Did the special. By the way, shout out to everyone that came out to the special. I crushed it on the greatest comic of all time.
It's very good.
Got to edit in some. What were you at, the Late Show?
I was on the Late Show.
I think, and look, obviously this is a lot of comedy talk today, folks. But trust me, we watched USA versus Vietnam, in the Women's World Cup last night. And we have a lot to talk about that coming up later on. So if the comedy talk is boring, hang on in there. We got
for the women's soccer.
Women's soccer! Oh, yeah.
That's the hook.
Well, every week we're going to have to talk about the women's soccer.
Okay.
By the way, I had a look at, I don't know how to, a lot of those Vietnamese women could have easily not been women.
Oh, yeah. No, probably not.
No, I don't know if that's like a horrible racist thing to say, but I would tell you if there was a competition and they were like, here's 20 female soccer Vietnamese women, and well, in that 20, there's a guy. You gotta pick out the guy.
Yeah,
you gotta pick out the guy, otherwise your mother dies. I'd be like, there has to be some other way.
Right.
I'm not getting that right.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean like there's like
the Vietnamese.
There's
team,
probably some sort of a racist anthropology answer.
They're booby trapping, dude.
They're booby trapping?
That's what it is. It's just like the Vietnam War. They haven't stopped. They're booby trapping in men into their fucking sports teams.
Yeah, maybe this is maybe half the squad is
this
dudes.
looks like Charlie.
Maybe half the squad is dudes. And
I think so.
It's like some sort of like a wacky movie where they're like, we're gonna lose the gym. Women's World Cup. It's $19,000. That's exactly how much we owe in back taxes.
Yeah, they have to raise raise enough money
for that little fucking windmill on the local windmill in the hills of Vietnam. The windmill's gonna get closed down. We forgot to pay Dictator Young his rubles. So 7 of them have to infiltrate the women's soccer team. By the way, and they go out and get fucking smoked by the women's team last night. The US smoked them.
Yeah.
My God, what a low level of quality. Look, again, it's not even fun to like shit on women's sports, but it is fun. I showed up. I didn't even know I was at a bar. Went out yesterday, by the way. New York City. Having the time of my life.
Great day.
Like I said, so I was at the special last week, Cutting Room. Great. Thanks for coming out. We sold it out. By the way, ours ended up being like probably the busiest of the whole.
Oh, really?
The ones that we didn't sell out and we got the busiest because everyone that bought tickets were committed to our tickets.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
And also you had the rap party, which I think people like wanted to come to that night.
Yeah. But the shows went well. And if you want to know, we did you shoot 2 shows back to back, and depending on what type of comedian is, you kind of just repeat the jokes word for word, kind of. As much as you do as a person, like as an act. But first show was hot as hell. The crowd were nuts. Like there's like everything just like whoop whoop, going that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but I feel like I just wasn't like comfortable in the first show, and then the second show, the crowd wasn't as that, but I feel like I was better in that one. So, I don't know what I'm not have to see.
Cutty, snippy.
Well, I'm not. Well, no, I'll probably just watch. I'll probably watch them back to back. I'll probably just use most of the second one. Probably more than likely. It seems like the second one will be the one that I use.
Bro, it was so fucking hot.
I know.
Bro, I was like
nuts. I at one point I was doing a joke and I could feel the water literally just dripping off my nose. It was like someone in a sauna. Like it was just dripping off my face.
I've never been in a comedy show that hot before.
Again,
this
is the production of a special in the hands of Gas Digital. These are the kind of these are like the very easily fixed situations that you have to deal with. Like, so, it is what it is. it is what it is.
I swear to God, they had the heat on or something.
It was nuts.
Fucking wild.
Second show was a lot.
I thought Voss was going to collapse. Bro, with his age, I don't know what type of shape he's in.
At one point, Voss in the first show grabbed a bottle of water off someone in the front row and then and then just left it on the stool or something. And everyone's like, you're fucking with the continuity. I don't give a fuck about continuity, by the way. I'm never doing that again. This is my first probably and last time I really want to do anything for anyone else. Everything else is me after this. Right. Because some of the stuff just didn't make sense. And I get it. In their world, they care about continuity. But in our world, I'd rather have the fucking show run as well as it can.
Right.
And then because it doesn't really matter. No one cares. Yeah. If someone's watching at home and then you start a joke and the fucking mic is in your left hand and then it's in the right hand, no one cares.
No one gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck if they notice that the beer behind you was getting full and then less or whatever.
Yeah, fuck the continuity. How about it shouldn't be 165 degrees
I'm sweating.
in a room? Like,
now, you want to talk about continuity? What about now? It's going to switch back to the first show.
Shirt's soaked.
And I'm like dry in the setup, and then I'm soaked 2 seconds later, and a tag of me just dry.
Like, what happened?
We're going to be like editing in sweat.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're going to be like, remember that picture of Rudy Giuliani that went viral where he was like pouring sweat?
I'm just like finding some After Effects thing to make it seem like I'm sweating more.
I know, yeah. Instead of editing out the sweat, just edit more sweat in the whole time.
Yeah, I got to add it all up. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was crazy. It was wild.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But it came out good. So I'm hoping now. Looking forward to watching the footage back. But anyway, straight from there, we went out. Dallas. Great weekend. Shout out to Dallas, Plano, Texas. That was fun. Went down to see where RFK lost his life.
JFK, Dealey Plaza.
JFK.
What'd you think, dude? What after being there? What did your what just gut feeling? Lone shooter or conspiracy? Just give me your gut.
I think it's a conspiracy. I'm sure there's some sort of thing going on. Sure, it didn't come out recently that.
Yeah.
What's his name?
RFK was like,
no, not RFK. The guy shot
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald was a CIA.
Yeah. Yes.
Like he worked. It came out recently.
Yeah,
he worked for the CIA.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah.
No, it was like 6 weeks ago. Came out, and then everyone was like, I'm not. What about this girl who's like, yes, 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 ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, yum, yum, yum. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Everyone's like,
yes, thank you.
5th Trump indictment.
Ice cream so good. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not bad at not NPR.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Is it NPR? NCR?
NPR, the radio?
No, the characters, the non-important characters, the non-playable
NPCs.
NPCs. Yeah. So I'm an NPC, and I'm not just out raising money on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Have you not seen these girls?
No.
And they go, ice cream so good. Yes.
They pretend to be NPCs?
You. Yes.
What is going on?
Yeah, how have you witnessed?
What is going on?
How have you missed this?
Bro, I deleted my apps after you flamed me on Twitter. I had to get off everything. So I fucking...
The boy got buried. Sorry, dude. Sometimes you got to just learn your lessons.
You gotta take your licks. I've been roasted by bigger comics before.
Take your licks. Well, who roasted you before?
Dude, I got smoked a few times.
You did?
Boston Globe. I got kind of smoked in that.
Oh my God! What do you mean? What happened?
I went on a blind date.
So can we just say, first of all, David Caggiano tweets something like this: the standard for what is standard.
Yes,
the standard for stand-up comedy is at an all-time low.
Yeah, it's like never been lower. Yeah, because I was just in one of those moods and where I was like looking at someone's reels.
You were wasted drunk.
Probably,
yeah, because I could tell from the way you were tweeting, like you were obviously hammered. You're tweeting to nothing, no response. You're just like fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely, just going Oasis underrated band or whatever. You fucking just like dog shit tweets.
I just decided I'm gonna just start doing that.
Getting into fish. You're like tweeting stuff just like
insane
giving fish a go.
Then I delete it the next day. Yeah. And then there's like nothing on my Twitter because it's just 80% of it's been deleted.
Yeah, and then you said standard has never been lower, and then I fucking came in with the fucking why you so unsuccessful?
And I go, dude, I caught a stray. I was like, bro, this is friendly fire. This guy's supposed to be in my team. Also, you've said the exact same thing. You fucking.
Of course I did. I didn't tweet it. Leave myself.
I can guarantee.
I didn't leave myself up for attack.
I know. I left myself open.
You left yourself open.
I do it all the time.
You gotta learn.
I do it all the time.
Wipe on, wipe off. You gotta learn, dude.
I should have followed it up.
I do this because I love you.
Yeah,
I do this because I love you. But I also but once I started getting a little bit of traction, and you were like, you text me say fuck you, and I was like, oh, let me retweet.
You retweeted your own tweet, and you go, I can't believe how much this tweet took off. I'm like, yeah. You retweeted yourself. You did.
I undid the retweet the next day. I was like,
you fucking.
That was too much. That's what we like to stamp
whatever.
you.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, you didn't reply LOL.
I know. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to just not.
You got to just like, pretend you never saw
I did it. I was like, I had like tweets typed out to people, but I was like, it's just gonna make it worse. Just gonna make it worse.
Yeah,
you call this guy a fat retard.
You got ragged off. It is what it is, but you know. You know, you gotta learn your lesson. You can't be better. You can't be outwardly open about how much you hate other people.
Okay.
What?
I know, yeah.
You just can't.
I mean,
do as I say, not as I do.
You've done it, yeah, exactly.
Of course. But you're right. Stand-up comedy's never been lower. It's all about tickets.
Of course, I'm right. I'm always right. Yeah. Anyways, so the special.
Special was good. I'm glad it all happened. I really hope that it comes out looking good.
It's coming out soon.
I don't know.
Didn't you say like
It's supposed to be,
yeah.
but whom again?
You want yours, tell your fans, you want yours to come out early in this run.
The goal should be. Well, this is, I don't know. This is whatever. They recorded the 6 of us, and they're going to release them week by week by week. It would be beneficial to me the earlier, the sooner. The sooner, the better, just because I have a bunch of shows to promote. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully that comes out. I can get it together. You know, there's a couple of things I'll snip out. I'll fucking crank up the laughs. The audience will pan to an audience that's not there. I'm going to steal a bit of Kevin Hart's crowd shots. I don't know if you watched Kevin Hart's last special, but there's a lot of crowd shots. I don't think I've ever
Shaq and LeBron.
I don't think I've ever seen that many crowd shots in any special. Yeah, it's wild. It's like dizzying watching Kevin Hart's most special because he's just bouncing around lying about stuff. he's like says some story
lying about talking to his children.
Yeah, I don't look again. There's nothing wrong with being. Oh yeah,
I heard his kids are paid actors. I heard he doesn't have any kids.
That's what you heard?
Yeah.
Who gave you this one? Who was this?
Rumors.
One of your fucking
they're fake. Those are paid
retard
actors.
fucking
They're
podcasts you listen to?
No, they're crisis
Who
actors.
was this? What was going on?
Bro, I hear these things, man.
You have a fucking ear to the ground?
Ear to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. But he tells a story. Kevin Hart's telling a story about how his brother has gone crazy. He's like, my brother's at that age now. He's gone crazy. He's thinking of getting a dog. So he said before he gets a dog, he's going to just pretend like he has a dog. So I ring him up. I go, what are you doing? He's like, bringing the dog for a walk. He's like, you don't have a dog. He's like, no, I'm getting used to it. He's like, all right, how long you be? I was like, I don't know. He won't shit. And it's just like, this never happened, Kevin.
Yeah.
Talk about your Bentleys. It must be tough. It's not easy, though. When you start doing stand-up, you can talk about the trials and tribulations of cancel culture. Very simple thing. Everyone deals with it.
Yeah.
Or whatever, when Starbucks spells your name wrong or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you get to a certain point where it's like, you can't talk about that stuff anymore because obviously you have no idea what it's like to wait in line in Chipotle. You haven't experienced that in years. You don't know what buying things is. You've nothing to relate to. So then you kind of just like, oh, I guess I'll just talk about my family and make up stories about my family.
Right.
My estranged family. Even fucking Segura, Segura had this joke on his special, which I just didn't even understand. And it's evidently like a rich person thing where he talks about, it's like, sometimes I feel uncomfortable in very nice stores. He's like, you walk in, everything's like too nice. He goes, you walk in and they go, would you like, and sometimes these stores offer you drinks, multiple drinks. You'll walk in and go, would you like water, still or sparkling? And I have to go, I'm out. And I'll just walk out. But I was watching Tom Segura talk about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're in very, very different.
Yeah.
You mean
classes?
Yeah, I don't know where you shop.
Right.
Right. But this is the problem with these guys. Like Tom Segura probably has an incredible observation about Maseratis.
Right.
But he can never say it on stage.
Because no one will fucking
No one knows it, and no one wants to hear it. But he probably has a Ferrari versus Maserati bit that's like the best.
Yeah.
It's like
it kills for the top 1% of people.
Just him and his boys at the country club. Yeah. But again, it's not easy. The only person I've ever really seen do it is like Adam Sandler somehow. Adam Sandler's stuff is still just as
so silly.
The guy's worth $10 billion, and he still just talks about
I know
losing your keys.
Every week there's a new video of him playing basketball somewhere.
Oh yeah,
every single week, and everyone's just like loving it, dude.
He's just out, is he?
He's just always playing basketball, like on some fucking court. Yeah, randomly. He brings a basketball everywhere. He seems like the man.
I like him.
I love him.
I'm a big Sandler guy. Even though I might have probably went through a moment where I was like, all this stuff stinks. But then once you outgrow it, you're like, well, I'm still not going to sit down and watch like Jack and Jill or whatever.
Yeah, not Jack and Jill. People try to shit on him because he had like a run of like kids movies that didn't do that well.
Yeah.
He's the fucking GOAT, dude.
If you do one movie ever, that's fine. You're one of the most successful people ever. Like, it's crazy.
Dude.
It doesn't matter about like, oh, he's a flop now. Everything he does is a flop now. It's like, there's no flop.
Bro, there's like 10 movies of
you
his.
can't earn $10 million and then flop. You've already done the thing.
Yeah. He talked about it. He said he had kids. So he's like, I want to make movies that my kids can enjoy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I get it, dude. He's already made all the greatest comedies there are.
I liked Hubie Halloween.
I don't know.
I liked.
I don't know.
You never watched it?
No.
Oh, that was the Netflix one that came out, and he plays like a retarded guy.
He plays a retarded guy in every movie.
He goes, and he's like on the bike. He's like, ah! He's just screaming at people.
Dude, no one's played
Hubie
more
Halloween,
retarded
but he's like the nice. He's the local kid who's retarded, but he's a sweetheart. And it's very fun. I actually like the movie, but you got to go in there with the biggest fucking pinch of salt. You got to take it and just be like, all right, this is gonna be kind of stupid. It'd be like getting angry at that movie for being stupid is like getting angry with like a horror movie for people getting murdered.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is the whole point.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie's cheap though. It's like, you can tell it's like a Netflix thing. They built this shitty little fictional town or whatever.
Set, yeah.
Because at one point there's a character gets introduced at one point that, and they have a dilemma. I can't remember what it is. It's like, I can't find my grandfather.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then you kind of like, because they're trying to figure out who the murderer is or something. It's kind of like an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. It's a murder mystery.
Yeah, something like that.
Who done it?
Some shit like that. Yeah. And then at the very end, the whole movie ends, and then you never even. I just remember going, we never found out about that guy's granddaughter. I swear to God, I think they just never
had Alzheimer's and wandered off.
They never got back to. I think they just edited it out of the final thing. They had to make a certain time, and they said, "Fuck it, no one's gonna remember that." Imagine leaving that in a movie.
It'd be great if the final shot of the movie was just the dead grandfather, like in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah,
nice-
yeah. And just his dog sitting beside him.
It's a horrific ending to a children's
Just
movie.
the dog.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like an old geezer goes missing, and then the dog lies with him.
Yeah,
And
that's
in a park while the person's dead.
man's best friend.
The dog just lies there.
That's amazing.
Cats are fucking nibbling on your toes. You're not even dead.
No.
Cats are
Yep.
cat eating your
I've
face.
seen it, yeah.
Mate, you've seen a cat face?
Yeah, dude.
I forget how fucked up you are, dude. Every day I see videos on Twitter. Every time I open Twitter, I see a video that changes the course of my life. It changes me. I've been weathered down, and then every time I'll just see someone walk across the street, get whacked by a car, and flip through the air, and then I go, "Oh yeah, Dave was the guy who had to come along and find that person's shoes,
Scoop him off the ground,
had to go looking for the person's shoes,
scrape him off the pavement.
You ever find someone else's shoes in the fucking bush?
These don't match the size.
Oh, did you see that video of that woman who got
stabbed?
No, on the bus. This is the vilest video I've ever seen. So it happened in New York City. Again,
I saw this.
I think it was Clips That Go Hard. So a woman crossing the road gets clipped by a bus, about like halfway through the bus. And she gets ran over, and then like the wheels go around, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. And she gets sucked up into the thing.
To the wheel well.
The wheel well. And then, but like half her body's up there, but the bus drives for like 20 feet. Yeah. So she's just like caught in there, and it literally smudged her like 25 feet across. 25 feet of dead inside, just dragged. Like someone who stood in shit, like dragging your foot along.
A skid mark on the road.
A skid mark. Literally a skid mark of a human with a little backpack sticking out.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, it was down by Astor Place.
Yeah. It was. That was the wildest thing I've ever seen.
You want to know the funniest part of that video is the end. There's a lady on her cell phone just crossing the street, not paying attention, and she just walks through the lady's brains. Intestines. She's just not paying attention. There's just a dead woman to her left, and she's just walking through her.
Ah, man. And you know what the funny thing is about all this stuff is you expect when, like, because that is again, now that's sanitation's-ish job now. That's not.
Come on with the garden hose.
Barely. Yeah. They'll just come down, put some sand, and it's New York. We don't have time.
Yeah.
I bet you that blood was still there 2-3 weeks later.
Probably, yeah. Some speedy dry.
I've never seen someone smudged like that.
That was crazy.
That was a smudging.
It was sad.
That was a smudging.
The smudging.
The besmudging. The bag survived. So what does that tell you? I'm just asking questions.
The bag?
The backpack.
Oh, gotta get, yeah. That's why you get real purse, real leather. None of that fake shit.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I saw that video too because I watched like all of it because I couldn't realize what was going on. I was like, what is this? Is that someone dead?
There's something about...
And then I realized it and then I'm like, ah!
Bro, a human body, when it doesn't look like it's supposed to look, is so... It's your brain like can't compute it.
No.
Yeah.
You're like...
It's just like bizarre.
Yeah, it's like when you meet an Asian.
Especially if you've never... Yeah, you're so little.
Something's weird. Something's not right.
Smell funny.
What is this? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why. For some reason, every time I open Twitter now, it's just literally
Dead people.
Horrifying.
Dead
stuff.
people everywhere. Yeah.
A lot of time I go, oh, I don't want to. What is it? I go,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch it and you go, that's not bad. Some people, when they die, there's ways to how they die.
Right.
And for some reason, like if someone walks across the street and gets hit by a car, if they just get mowed down by like a BMW, whatever, like a
sedan. Just a little.
like a family,
Okay.
like an RV, is it? Is that what you? Not RV.
No,
whatever.
like a van.
SUV, is it?
Okay, yeah.
An SUV.
Yes.
What do you call them over here? Like,
SUV.
no, you don't call them SUVs, do you?
Yeah.
I thought that was like special forces or something.
The
Whatever.
US SUVs.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
Like a Jeep or whatever.
Yep.
If someone gets mowed down, you go, oh, that's like, because someone's like get mowed down and grinded. You go,
Right.
fuck. But if someone gets clipped in the air,
Right.
it's not as bad. You watch someone go,
Though you don't want to end up under the car. If you're gonna get hit by a car, you gotta get that center of gravity up, so you go over
you
the
gotta
hood.
get clipped, and then you gotta tuck in. You're like,
You gotta go up.
you look in, you're doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta Simone Biles that shit and just
Yeah.
stick it. Yeah.
and you land.
Yeah.
Yes. So funny.
You don't want to go under.
So funny to get clipped by a car, do a quadruple, land on your ass and go, ugh, and just like walk off.
Right. Everyone always tries to get up too. It's another like instinct, I think.
Of course. Well, some people get shot and they get up and go, ah, and then you see them just fall
Yeah,
immediately.
fall down, yeah.
You got a couple of seconds in you.
Oh yeah.
I got a lot of seconds in there.
You think so?
Yeah. Kidding me?
You ever think
You shoot me, I'm getting up. I'm fine.
you're just
No problem.
eating it? I don't know, man. I think that bleeding out probably would not be fun. But I always think,
Bleeding out?
yeah.
You're not even in pain though, are you?
I don't think so.
No.
I think about this often.
Are you hard?
No.
Oh.
I don't think there's any blood left. It'd be funny if your body shunted all your blood to your penis. It's the last possible move to try to keep you alive.
How about this, right? How about this? There's like some crazy accident.
Okay.
You're in an apartment complex or something like this. All right, here's what happens. You're a delivery guy. You're at an apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
You're delivering some food. You deliver to the wrong apartment. It's a drug dealer's thing. They come out. They shoot you. There's like a tussle. They end up shooting each other themselves somehow. Whatever. But you're shot.
Yeah.
You're lying on the ground and you're dying.
Yeah.
And you got like a shot in your arm. Next thing you know, door opens up. There's two gay guys. Really good looking gay guys. They're shredded. They're naked. They come over and go, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, I've been shot." And they're like, "Oh my God, you're bleeding out." And I go, "Oh God, yeah." And they go, we need something to stop the bleeding." And then one of them goes, "Oh, give me your condom." And he pulls the condom off. And you're like, no. Because they're trying to tie it
it's
up.
gonna get. I'm gonna get AIDS.
You're like,
I have
"Get
an
out
open wound.
No, it's just a scratch. No, don't be silly. No, honestly. And he's tying the condom
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah.
And then the cops show up and you have a condom around your arm. And they're like,
Gay.
it's like smells
They
like
go,
smells like
"Gay?"
shit a little. Ugh, it smells like shit.
It's like a fucking an AIDS tourniquet on your arm.
Don't put your used
Get your-
dirty gay condom.
I don't think gay guys use condoms. I think that was part of the problem.
No?
I don't think so. They might have like a fucking anal beads that they tie around your arm. That might happen.
There's no way that's gonna stop you from bleeding out.
On the one way to find out.
We gotta do some sort of like top 10 items to stop you from bleeding out. Top 10 sex toys to stop you from bleeding out if you encounter
Pack the
some-
wound with a dildo. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you have some sort of like gunpowder thing to close up the wound.
What an insane
You know, you like-
scenario. Two gay guys come out.
There's a guy with like a flashlight stuck to his head. Like, just,
Might work.
you never know. You
Yeah.
never know. There's got to be something. There's got to be something out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was away. Dallas was fun. Shout out to the guy who gave me all that weed. That was great. Some guy showed up like first night, I think,
That's big in Texas. 'cause
in
it's
Dallas,
so-
which was sick.
very illegal.
And then he
there.
gave me a bunch of drugs, which was good, cool. So every night,
What's Plano? Like, what is...
Plains just the suburbs of Dallas.
Okay. Just like a regular...
It's just the most regular place in all of America.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like 30 minutes out of the city. It's a suburbs, strip malls, chain restaurants, all that type of shit. Yeah, it's the same. It's just that's America. That's America. Everywhere in America is literally just the most unoriginal
Texas.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
That's the Barbosa Kingdom.
I know, and then you get to just show up though, and then there's like a place called like fucking Sally Ann's, and it's been like around since 1802, and you know, it's just still old like segregation signs on the wall.
Yeah,
and then you get the best, like you get like a pork chop for breakfast for 48 cents.
Fuck,
every now and again that's the best. Yeah, but then next door is TGI Fridays and Chili's and all that type of shit. Yeah,
you do feel like you're stepping back in time in some of those places.
It's just rough. It's just hard to imagine settling down there. It's just hard to imagine settling there.
Yeah.
And I get if you're from there, but like I can't imagine a world where I would ever end up in Plano. Like what? There's nothing out there. It's not even nice out. Like it's hot.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Hispanics.
Puke. Ew, puke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was down in Dallas. I was getting high every night. It was funny. One of the nights too. I think it was like Friday night. I went out to the CVS or whatever. Picked up a bunch because I'm there every night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Your boy's headlining through the weekend. Not one of these Friday, Saturday bitches.
Nope.
I'm fucking Joe Rogan's favorite comedian.
Road dog.
Yes. So I went down. I spent like $70 on just like meats and cheeses. You know those like meat and cheese roll-ups?
Yeah, they're so expensive.
Yeah, but you gotta fucking... I buy hummus and pretzels. I got popcorn. I got all sorts of drinks. I got all sorts of stuff to help me survive. Snacks galore for the weekend. I'm like, this is how you survive down there. This is how you survive. Come home that night drunk. I ate every single thing. I bought the entire. Like I
$70 worth
I
of
ate
snacks.
the entire. I never stopped eating. I was eating a protein bar at one point. I was like, I think I fell asleep with popcorn in my mouth. Just like
Dude,
that.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Edibles.
Yeah.
God, I did an edible the other night, and dude, I'm a fucking weirdo. I watched all of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony performed by an orchestra. It's an hour and a half long.
Last night you did this?
2 nights ago. I was
vibing
so high. I was sitting there. I could actually understand classical music. Bro, I'm not joking. I was like
every 10 minutes the
dude, I was like borderline crying at one point.
Oh really?
Dude, it was crazy.
It connected.
My roommate was gone for the weekend. Wow. I was just like
just on edibles,
dude,
rocking out the classical music.
Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
I hear you. I can get it. And you're did you had the phone off, or were you like trying to text people? You were like, no, who would appreciate this?
Some girl was texting me. I was like, "Fuck, get out of here, you stupid bitch."
Yo, whore. Yo, clam. Shut
I'm
your
a
mouth.
new man right now.
Shut your mouth, clam.
Yeah, Beethoven will do that to you.
I get it. Yeah, I get that. I can't be trusted with anything. By the way, first night I get there, Dallas. We're in Texas. I've heard about Whataburger. You heard about Whataburger?
Heard about it.
It's their version of burgers, and they claim it's like the best. Whatever. So I get there, I order it, it arrives, double cheeseburger, tastes like dog shit. Literally just like any burger, any Greek in New York, any Greek diner. It's the exact same as
a fucking burger.
It was just a fucking run of the mill,
shredded lettuce or whole leaf lettuce.
Whole leaf,
okay,
I believe, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
fries, whatever. But again, I got it ordered, whatever. So then I ran it back though. I changed my mind. I said, because I told people, and they were like, "No, man, you're fucking crazy." Everyone was saying you're crazy. So they have a thing called the patty melt, which is pretty much just a burger, double cheeseburger, but it comes on Texas toast, which is just fried toast.
Yeah.
It's like fried.
They love that.
Sourdough. It's like that real fucking whatever.
Hearty.
Yeah, and I came back then, and I was this time full of booze, full of weed. I came back in, I went back to Water, and I went there this time. I didn't order it. I went there.
Yeah.
Ordered it directly. Fried chicken was great. Patty melt, fantastic.
Really? So it made a comeback.
Yeah, but
you were
also,
high.
Look, you can change the result when you change the game. And so, obviously, first of all, we're going by burgers here, not your fucking patty melts. The patty melts were good, though. I did like that. But I was high as fuck. So, like I'm saying, is like the amount of stuff that I've done in my life where I'm just fucking high as a bird. And then I'm like, what? That's a great movie. And then like, you gotta sit down to watch the movie again and go, this stinks.
Yeah.
This stinks.
Yeah.
I'm just in the mood of going, that's like you going, You get to a certain fucking retarded level of being high where you just go, oh, I get it.
I get it.
You start to go, oh, imagine, and then you're imagining just you get lost in the idea of the grandioseness of it. And then you
get it though? Like,
no, you don't get it.
You don't think
you romanticize getting it?
Okay.
I think that's what I think.
You think so?
Like I'm like that. I'm high as a fucking bird watching Succession, and I'm just like, going, man, what? That's writing.
And you go like the layers.
There's so many miles ahead of everything.
But you don't think it's real?
No, I think you just romanticize it. I do think things taste better when you're high.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I don't think things are actually bad. I don't think you're getting on a supreme level. I think you're a retard.
Your like, brain is melting.
You're just, you're high on drugs. Obviously, there's nothing to get.
But what about?
It's not like it blew your mind.
What about shrooms though?
What about shrooms?
Because people have like do shrooms and they have these like revelations, and then they come back from it, and it like they think it improves their life, and like but you think that's just bullshit?
I think epiphanies are different. Revelations are different.
But you can have epiphanies on mushrooms.
Yeah, I think you can have epiphanies anywhere at any time. I just don't think when you're laced to the gills on edibles that you sit down and watch
Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Like,
I know
it's a conversation he's having.
Yeah, and you're going, oh, wait until I hear
it's about war.
I haven't even heard the fourth symphony.
Yeah,
oh,
the fourth movement,
bro.
The second movement's my favorite. It's called Triumph. It's real. It gets real. That's when it clicked. I was like, this is about...
And you're in the room, you go, ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
Dude, it was like, I was watching a movie. I was like, I get it. This is about... I think this is about... At first I thought it was about a girl.
Weed.
Then I think it's about war.
Weed makes men gay. This is what this is. We appreciate food. It really is. It's a gay ass,
women.
We appreciate other people's opinions. You know, we want to appreciate nature.
This is why women are retarded all the time because they're just high.
Women are high. Yeah, just turns men into like, oh, listen to this classical music. Oh, listen to this jazz. I don't know. Ryan Long says he goes to jazz with his girl and stuff like that. Ryan Long goes to jazz like in the West Village, and they'll hear it, and they're just like, and he's just like,
I also have been getting to jazz lately too.
Oh, you're
I really have,
dude. You need to find the Lord.
I've been watching jazz drumming tutorials. I don't play
jazz.
Drums.
Is a gateway drug to being gay.
To gay sex.
You're fucking.
It is.
You are 2 steps away.
I listen to it fucking naked.
No, forget about that shit, dude. Who do you think you are, Louis? Bet you're watching Louis going, nah, Louis would appreciate this jazz.
No.
Every time I hear jazz, I'm always like, this is just like Louis.
It's me and Louis, 2 geniuses.
Louis is such a genius, he used jazz on a TV show. Doesn't get better than that, man. Doesn't get better than that. There was a part
so high.
It is part funny. I remember watching Louis, and like there's a lot of scenes where he's just walking around New York and there's jazz playing. It's like, and I do remember kind of at one point I remember going, oh yeah, look at Louis, like he's kind of like he's like smart. He gets jazz. And now I'm like going, look at him trying to make us seem like
he knows.
He's trying to make him seem like he's smart. He's a fat faggot.
Yeah.
Shut up, Louis, you dumb Boston retard.
Yeah, go do some fucking...
Fuck off, Louis.
Go do some pedophile jokes.
Stop acting like you're smart, Louis. You're a bum. Jazz doesn't...
He's so smart. It's
of course.
crazy.
Yeah,
so
but is he so smart? He shouldn't have had jazz in his thing. I think that's it. That's him trying to make it seem like he's smart.
Seem smart, yeah.
He should have had fucking Eurodance. Fucking... He's like sitting around waiting for the train, and then it's just like... Dude. It's like, boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room, me and you together in my room.
It would change the vibe of the whole show.
And he's just like walking around New York, like,
yeah.
He's at the Met or whatever. But yesterday was good. New York's a dump, right? And it's not easy. And the summer's the place to be. Now that the summer's here too, now that my summer's began, special's done. It's gone. See you later. Shove it up your mother's.
Summer break for
Shove it up your mother's cunt. It will be fucking birthed in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So yesterday went out, got a couple of claws, raw clawed it. Went to a very good sandwich joint. Me and the girl, me and the baby cakes. Yeah, we went down to Central Park. Went to a good spot in Central Park. There's a good little spot.
I saw that. It looked a little hideaway.
I don't really know Central Park, like the ins and outs of the spots, but we went there. There's a castle where you can see. It's a good little view. Chilling out. There was outdoor yoga going on. All these hippie freaks were there It was like bring your dog and daughter day or something like that, because you could like bring your kids, do yoga, have your dog there too.
Yeah.
So we're just hanging out, crushing claws.
Watching these losers.
Well, they're all like pure hippies.
Really?
And it was also funny because...
Any hot ones?
Of course. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Hippie women that do yoga? Of course.
Yeah,
What do you think? They're all just fat pigs
I don't know.
in the middle of fucking July heat in Manhattan stretching and...
Armpit hair.
No, these are like they're wearing those flowy Thailand pants. You know the ones that make their ass look good? They're always like elephants on the side of them.
Like slits sometimes down.
Yeah, little slits. Dirty slits. And they're all doing handstands, but they had their dogs with them. It was cool. It was a fucking good vibe.
Yeah.
But like sometimes, that's the problem in New York. It's like such a dump. You do have to go find. You got to dig out these moments where it's just a bunch of predominantly rich white people.
Yeah.
Chilling out in Central Park, drinking, eating, doing yoga, listening to fucking Bon Iver.
Bon Iver, yeah.
No, it's Bon Iver, you know.
Oh,
actually,
is it?
yes.
Or is
yes.
that just the European way
No,
to
I
say
swear
it?
to God, it's Bon Iver. I've always said Iver because Iver sounds so gay.
Yeah.
But it's funny to say. No, it's Bon Iver.
Okay.
No.
Aluminium, whatever.
Tomato.
Same shit.
So it was good, but then it was sick. We were hanging out. Just this guy, the kite man. The kite man was there.
Kite master?
Yeah, you know Kite Man?
The kite runner?
No, Kite Man.
Okay.
So Kite Man's there. So he has this kite. He fucking sends it up. Fucking, you got the skills, this guy. He's like at 200 years old. He's got I swear to God, this guy was like rescued from a desert island. Or
a temple in China.
Yeah. He has this big old gray beard and he has like a fisherman gray hat and like a gray fisherman jacket on. And he fucking sends up his kite. And the kite looks like a stingray that killed Steve
kites
Irwin.
are sick.
Kites are legit. We're bringing them back. Bro, kites are due a comeback. Kites are where it's at.
After swimming on Monday, we're going to fly kites.
Oh, about swimming. Maybe we could discuss another. We'll save it for Patreon, but we can discuss another. It's Monday morning Slurp Club starting this Monday.
Yes.
The Slurp Club.
Slurp boys.
Earn your slurps.
Earn your slurps.
Which I'll probably be drunk from now until Monday morning, so I'll probably miss it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
for sure.
Okay, you'll be outside in your
in
car.
The pool.
You're parked outside the car just waiting. I'm here. Hello. And I'm on my couch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a while.
The TV's still running.
Like nice.
So this is what the guy has his daddy kite, right? Looks like a stingray. It's a 2-arm, and he has all these tricks. He also, by the way, in my mind, kites were like you have to run and throw it and catch the wind. This guy he is one with the wind. He's a wind bender.
Pocahontas.
The guy
with the colors of the wind.
Yeah, Big Chief Kite Man.
Holy shit.
And yeah, he was like doing all these and he has all these tricks he does. So it's like
now is it 2 strings?
2 strings.
Oh, I'm only
you're 1 string.
I'm operating on a 1 string.
No, this is a 2-string thing. At least the way he was controlling it made it look like he definitely had 2 hands.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure it was wings. He controlled each wing of the thing, right? But the thing looks like a big stingray, light as shit. Not like these old school 1990 kites that were like the kites I grew up with were like fucking bed sheets and they were huge and you had to have like 6 people running and throw and you're like if you got it would just go up in the air like this and then fly right
immediately fucking hit a kid in the eye,
immediately killing everyone with a kite. The kites fucking
they get some speed, bro. Bro, they dive. They're kamikazes.
Good. I'm surprised fucking Al Qaeda didn't just use kites. Just about fucking 15 kites. Al Qaeda, we pronounce it.
No, Al Qaeda.
Al Qaeda.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they could have hit the fucking Twin Towers with kites.
You could easily scar someone with a kite.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you could kill him. You'd have to have some perfect vision to kill a guy with a kite. Just a suicide kite.
I guarantee you, if we looked it up, they were used as weapons in some culture. I guarantee it.
No way. There's no fucking way you could catch a suspecting enemy with a kite.
I guarantee it.
There's no way. Unless it was like
invented by Chinese monks 3,000 years ago. Kites were used in military operations as weapons. Woo! Some could carry a man.
A man?
Yo.
He's just hanging in there like a ninja. This is real.
The guy's doing tricks. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could carry a man so he could spy behind enemy lines. Kites also have been used for scientific advancements, like Benjamin Franklin. Key. And for exercise. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, the Chinese, dude. Leave it to the Chinese. I knew it. The Chinese, they were shooting off fireworks, kites, everything.
I don't know.
they used.
I can see a guy getting lifted up there and then using it as like a lookout, or maybe he has like a bow, so he gets up high and he can see
That's
it.
good, yeah.
But there's no way they're actually using that to come down.
Right.
You're just getting a kite to the head, whack, and then he has to pull it back in. Like he has to fuck. And then he has a friend of his run alongside, shows it to you. 5 more attacks from the kite, and you're dead.
You put razors on the front of it?
No way. No, you're fucked. I don't think the kite is it's not a weapon. It can be used in military, not as a fucking attack weapon.
I think it's a weapon.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they had a grenade in there and it blows up or something.
I don't know.
But anyway, so he has the daddy kite, he's spinning it around, he's doing all these tricks or whatever. He sends it off into the sky like
way up.
We're talking miles away.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, he attaches more kites. He has baby kites. They go up the same string.
Whoa.
So then they go whoosh up, and then they're in the middle. So then eventually he just has a line of like 6 baby kites, and then the daddy kites at the top. And it's all just one big huge thing.
God.
And it was fucking nuts. I'm high as a bird too. I'm just like chilling in fucking Central Park. I'm looking at a castle. There's kites above my head, like because all the strings would get all tangled up, and then if they just relax long enough, it'd all just come undid.
Whoa.
And you're listening to Bon Iver. You got some hippie doing like downward dog while her fucking...
You reached Nirvana. This is Nirvana.
It's the only times you can ever appreciate New York City. You got to go out of your way to just get the fuck away from it. It's all about nature, man. It's all about... Life is about being one with nature.
Yeah.
Sit down, get in the grass, get bitten by bugs.
Do you think that he gets pussy with his kite skills?
Probably.
Would he have any ladies there?
He probably has someone that he likes, like Mr. Miyagi. But this guy. This was the kite man. This was his life.
He's married to the game.
Yeah, you could tell this guy probably doesn't have a phone.
No.
He
a family.
Maybe a family, but like they're all kind of a little bit retarded too, you know?
Yeah.
Like they don't know. He's just out there with the kites.
Right.
That's what he does. He goes out with the kites, puts on a big jacket and a big hat, and he flies the kites.
This guy's the man.
In Central Park. And we all have got to appreciate these kites for a little bit.
That's nice. What if there's a kite woman though? You know what I mean? Both their kites are up there.
Nah, she's not very
good. They touch.
Nah, her kites are shit. I'm not interested in any
Yeah.
female kite.
True.
Just tradition.
Yeah. It's a man's game.
What are we talking about? I want the best kite. I want the best kiters. I want the best kiters in the world.
Those kiters are
I'm a
men.
professional kiter. Yeah, so it's pretty sick. But that was his thing. It's interesting that, you know, you can all have your thing. That was his. He's like, I'm the kite guy.
Yeah.
Also, then you sit down and you think about how I'm just watching this shit and how much fun it was. Oh, and by the way, there was bubbles.
Oh my God.
There was a family brought bubbles.
You're in heaven.
There was a family day out and they had bubbles. So there's like a bubble machine going nuts and all the kids are spazzing out. It's hitting them in the face. They're like falling over. It was like, it's literally like.
It is all the best
It was like 1920s America.
It is all the best
Just
shit.
like ice cream and bubbles and kites.
Yeah.
And no black people.
Black people had their own side of the park. Yeah.
They had to work to
Separate water fountains.
No, they had to tell us the park was closing. That's that's what they showed up for.
All the best shit.
But yeah, but it does make you think about like when you think about entertainment, and this is what when I was down in Florida and we went to the circus museum, the history of circus museum or whatever, and they talked about like when the circus came to town, that was like the thing,
right?
Because no one had anything. Most of these places didn't even have movie theaters or whatever. It's like 1920.
Yeah,
there was fucking nothing going on.
They had maybe one kite man.
There was nothing going on.
Yeah.
Your wife stayed at home all day minding the 7 kids. By the way, you only really minded them till they were about 5 and then you just let them walk around the street. That was like, being a mother back in the day was pretty easy.
Yeah. Just
get them to about 4. You don't even have to get them all there.
And
you're allowed to just have babies die.
True.
No one gave a fuck.
True.
Most people lost about 20% of their babies.
Yes.
And they didn't give a fuck. So it was pretty handy back then.
Yeah.
But she didn't work. She didn't have any stories. So you're just sitting like, you're like, how was your day? And she's like, well, I got the stain out of the thing. And he's like, this sucks. And then the circus was coming to town like, this is the biggest thing ever.
Crazy as shit.
No internet. You probably couldn't afford newspapers. You had no idea. There was 2 photos your whole life.
Yeah.
So but the idea that, imagine like it's the 17th century. You're just surrounded by plague and dead bodies and things like that. It's like just everywhere's made out of hay.
Yeah.
That's the 1700s. Everything was just made out of hay.
Everything's hay.
Everything is hay.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, some guy shows up and goes, yo, check this out.
The poster?
A fucking bubble. No, a bubble.
Oh.
Boom. And he blows a fucking bubble in the air, you would lose
You
your
think
mind.
they're a fucking wizard.
That would be the day. You would talk about the day. Remember the day with the bubbles? Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, true.
Remember 4 years ago, there was a boy in here with bubbles?
Yeah.
4 years ago, a boy passed through, he could blow bubbles. I've never seen anything like it. Kite Man lost his mind. Kite Man had never seen him in all his days. The Bubble Boy and the Kite Man coming to the town near you, traveling. Yeah, that's the way entertainment used to be.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Imagine a banquet, dude. I wonder if that was, because I was trying to think now. This is all again in your spiral of being high.
Yeah.
I wondered if there's a banquet. It's the 1700s. You're the king. There's a gesture. He has the thing on his head. He's tee-ta. Berries and cream.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. And but like, how often was like you get together, you're eating your turkey legs? This is it. This is the entertainment. This is the show.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching this because we're so bored that this guy with a bells on his head is to entertain us.
That's the dude.
You go, you better fucking fart loud, bro.
Yeah.
You better do some loud ass.
That
farts.
was the thing they would do.
They would go up and go,
right? They would
all
fart.
go,
Dude,
yeah.
that's universally fun. It's never not been funny.
Yeah, and then
That's
that guy
stood the
gets
test of
yeah,
time.
but then he gets decapitated because it was fine. He comes up and goes like this, pretends to be like mime and
Yeah.
not good enough.
Yeah.
Off with his head. Yeah, I think we need to get back to that. There is a thing like with all this fucking bullshit, grind set, cold showers, whatever. There does have to be a dopamine. I don't even know if any of this is even true that you can do it, but the dopamine resets does make sense.
Oh, I've kind of heard about
In
this.
terms of, what you do is you get off your phone, you try to limit like anything that's immediate gratification. That's the whole point. You remove as much as you can.
Yeah.
TV, watching shit on your phone, try to eat healthy. Because then what happens is when that good stuff comes along, it's actually like fun.
Right.
Like there's a time if you like,
Spend time with your girl.
if you had an apple, that was like the highlight of your year.
Yeah.
You're like, remember the time you had the apple?
Right.
I was almost as good as Bubble Boy. Nowadays, they're just like,
Constant apples.
inject the fucking GMOs in my leg.
Yeah.
Give me what I want a fucking patty melt.
Yeah.
You're getting fucking
Immediately.
Yeah.
Would you do a dopamine reset?
I could try. I guess I could try. I'd love to go try do vegan for a week.
Wow.
Like I just want just the challenge of it. I'm sure it'd be fine.
I guess.
What could you eat? Is eggs gone?
Yeah.
Eggs are gone?
Eggs are gone. It's no animal product.
So what do you eat?
You have like vegan pizza, which is like, it's not real cheese.
Let's not go straight to just like fake pizza.
Oh, well, that's like everywhere.
That's
Like
what they eat in the morning?
there's vegan restaurant. I went to a vegan
You could
restaurant.
do some almonds, some honey, some oatmeal.
I went to a place in Queens. I got a bison burger, but they had a lot of vegan things. Bomb. Very good. You get like black bean burgers. That's what they
We're
eat.
talking about home. I'm not going to eat out 3 meals a day for a week.
Well, then I don't fucking know.
We start off with some oatmeal, some Cheerios,
Sure.
oat milk and Cheerios. Does that count?
Yeah. That's vegan.
I guess that's fine.
Yep.
No eggs.
No eggs, dude. No bacon either.
That's fine. I can. The question. So it's only a lot of avocado salads, I guess,
Yeah.
and
It stinks.
pasta.
No cheese on your salad, by the way.
That's fine. You're allowed pasta.
Yeah.
Anyone out here? There has to be bodybuilding vegan guys that actually get a lot of protein. And figure it out.
Yeah, there are.
Well, I'm just going to go protein shakes.
Yeah, but they need to be like
Smoothies all day, though. Smoothies all day. Yo, hit me with that berry blast, baby. I'm gonna be out of my head
You're
on
gonna be
sugar.
starving.
I'm gonna get.
You're gonna be so hungry.
I'm gonna get diabetes from my new vegan lifestyle. I've heard of someone that did that before. They got diabetes from. They went on like a smoothie diet and they had so much sugar that they eventually.
Yeah, smoothies like aren't good for you.
I think they're fine. It's just there's a limit.
Yeah.
They're definitely better than like a can of Coke.
Well, yeah, for obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of sugar.
Yeah. So
Can't
maybe
do that.
vegan's too much. I'd like eggs. Can I just keep eggs?
You can do vegetarians will eat. Oh, sometimes they'll eat eggs.
I could go vegan with egg. Breakfast with egg is a good way to start the day.
Right.
That's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do that. We're gonna do our slurp club Monday. Whatever Monday we want to just go to the outdoor gym and
There's an outdoor gym.
in Astoria.
Hell yeah.
We should just go there Monday morning maybe
Fuck yeah, I'm down.
if the weather's appropriate.
Yeah, for a wake. Just two out of shape guys just lifting outside. That'll be fun.
That's fine. We have to just start somewhere. It's not about where we are. It's about where we're going. It's not about where you started. It's about one step from the other.
True,
Every
true.
day, God only gives you what you can handle. I remember I talked to Joe Rogan about it. Joe Rogan said, Colum, how do you get such a good mindset? And I go, you know what it is? I'm not afraid to fail. That's the difference. I'm willing to fail.
Yeah.
Nobody else is willing to fail. I'm out there failing.
He goes,
Every week I fail. And somehow I keep showing back up.
I only fail.
I might be the world's biggest failure. I'm pursuing a world.
Yeah, that's what these guys don't mention is that at some point you have to win.
Yeah,
You can't just be failing.
We must be wrapped up. Did we have a Patreon episode or did we not have a Patreon episode?
I got to check.
All right.
It didn't load, but.
Well, we can just do it. I want to talk about this Barbie Oppenheimer bullshit.
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to everyone. Come see me on the road, guys. Me and Dave Caggiano, Springfield, Massachusetts. Tickets are flying out the door for that one. It's almost sold out. So get your tickets early. Roar Comedy Club. Then I've also going to be back in Boston the following month in another place.
Like Boston or the comedy scene?
The comedy scene, maybe.
Comedy
Where's
scene,
that?
Yeah. That's
Portsmouth
on
or
the South
something?
Shore. It's where the Pats play. Foxborough, Massachusetts, a Patriot place.
Foxborough, I'll be out there. And then I'll also be at Laugh Boston. I've got to be Philly. I've got Chicago coming up. Got San Diego, San Francisco, and some other spots. Looking forward to it. All right. Follow Dave Caggiano everywhere. Thanks, guys. Must have been an hour. Yeah.